Hello, 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 girls and boys and everything in between. Today I'm here to test out some new Pat McGrath makeup with you. I ordered from the United States of America and got a little package with the new Mothership palette and also some highlighters that I really want to try out on cam. And I already did my foundation, my contouring and my bakery and also my brows. And I just dusted off some excess powder product from my face. And so I'm ready to start with the eyeshadow, and I think without further ado, let's go. Alright, so here she is. It's the Mothership number 6 called Midnight Sun. And as you can see, it's the typical Pat McGrath gorgeousness. Here she is. So, as usual, it's the heavyweight luxury package by Pat McGrath. When you open up the palette, you can see the gorgeous mirror and all the beautiful shades. So you get your mattes and of course, you get your absolutely legendary Pat McGrath metallics, which are the shit. So here we are with some swatches on my arm. And as you can see, I'm really bad in swatching stuff. Whenever other YouTubers or bloggers do that, it looks absolutely gorgeous. When I do it, it just looks like Fingerfarben Kindergarten. But you can see what's going on. The metallics are glistening and glittering. And the mattes are actually really good. I love it. They blend almost by themselves. And as you can see, they look gorgeous on skin too. So let's get into it and play with these gorgeous shades on my eye. I'm starting my shadow game with the lightest transition shade in the palette called Taboo. I'm using my Real Techniques 203 brush. Then I'm going in with a Zoeva Luxe Crease brush without any additional shadow on it, and I'm just blending it into space. Continuing with the shade Extreme Dusk, and I'm still using my 203 Real Techniques brush. I'm building up the coverage very carefully. I'm just dipping into the shadow once or twice, and I'm always dusting it off to get rid of the kickback. Then I just apply the shadow where I want it to be most intense, and I'm blending it out. I'm going back into the shade Taboo, and I'm going over all the edges again just to get it airbrush the house down. I am literally living for the blendation of the situation. I absolutely love these eyeshadows. So after all this blending, I'm going into the shade Extreme Dusk again, and I'm just patting it on to the outer corner just to make sure that it's dark and intense in there and not like, you know, blended away and dusted off. Highlighting the entire middle of my eyelid with the shade Skin Show Moon Glow. I'm using this one with a slightly damp brush. And again, the shade Skin Show Moon Glow is going on my lower eyelid, and I'm just using a drop of water in the brush before I even dip into the shadow. Alright, it's time for quite a big stunt. I'm going in with my finger, which is really crazy because my nails are not exactly short. I'm pressing on the shade Astral Solstice on my lid on top of the Moon Glow. And girls and boys and everything in between, this is the magic of the Pat McGrath shadows. They have the most extravagant glitters and metallics that I've ever used. It's just a pleasure. And with a itsy pitsy teeny weeny Honolulu eyeshadow brush, I'm going into Astral Solstice again, highlighting my inner corners. And in the end, it's really important to dust off all kinds of potential fallout that is on your face, because if your skin is like getting a little oily after you powdered and baked, the shadow could really stick on your face, and that wouldn't be pretty, so you need to do that immediately. So far so good with the eyeshadow game. I think it turned out pretty stunning. It's something that I've seen on Instagram where somebody was just shaping out a model's face in a really crazy way, and so I wanted to try kind of like, you know, this shady situation in here. And now let's finalize the eye look with a pair of lashes, but first a little squish of mascara. Miss Mascara. Today I'm going in with this gorgeous, pretty vulgar mascara. It has a slightly bended wand, and I really like this mascara. It's applying amazingly. It just elongates your lashes like crazy. And they get very voluptuous with this one, and I just think that the packaging is all kinds of cute. You see there's a little bird on it. Isn't that cute? It's like a bird in a mascara cage. I think everybody has his own way to apply mascara. The way I do it is I use one coat on the very base of my eyelashes, and I really want to get the product in there. I really want to reach all my lashes, every single hair. So I'm really going in and I'm wiggling from side to side. So while I let this first layer dry, I go directly on the lower lashes. Same here, I want to reach every hair, and I prefer my lower lashes to be thickly done because I think it just makes the entire face look cuter. The eyes look just a little bit more cartoonish and Disney-like, and I really enjoy this for drag. And then I use a whole second layer of mascara on my top lashes, and this time I make sure that it's all about the length of it all. So I really pull that out, I really pull all the hairs like towards the sky, honey. It is time for a full pair of falsies. These are model number 1 of my Tamara Mascara Luxury Eyelash Collection. They are here again. Model number 1, called Tamara, was sold out first, but now they are back. You can get them again in my online store, and these have, like, the entire collection has a new packaging design. Now they have a little shopping window so you can see what's in stall, honey. Let's apply these. As a little helper, I'm using my Tamara Mascara tweezers. They are also available in my store, and I'm starting on the outer corner, placing the Lash model number 1, Tamara, towards the inner corner, and then I'm using the tweezer to just press it on and like correct the position a little tiny bit. Here my nails come in very, very handy. I can totally use them to correct the position of my lashes. Make sure that the lashes are pointing upwards. And there you go. Alright, lashes and mascara are on, and now it is time to revamp all these powdered off eyebrows. I'm using the cheapest brow gel ever. This is by Essence, called Make Me Brow. And I'm just brushing this all the way on top of my powdered off brows. And then I'm going back in with my brow line brush by Suiva, which I used to paint my brows on initially. And I'm just making sure that all the details are done. And now you can see the difference very clearly. This is the brow that is revamped, and this is the brow that is just powdered off. So I want to make sure before I leave the house that everything that should be dark brown or dark black or dark red or whatever, everything that should be intense and dark, I just want to revamp it whenever I use powder before, just to make sure that it is intense. Time for some bronzer and some blush. I'm going into my MAC Cosmetics bronzer with a MAC Cosmetics powder brush, and I just want to warm up my contour, and I just want to make sure that it's all softened and warm. And then I'm using a Nirei blush brush. You could also use this to contour your face. And I'm just dipping in 3 times into my Devil blush by MAC. This is my favorite blush. What's going on with my hair? And I'm just stamping the blush on top of my contour, but really more towards the front and middle of my face. And with the help of the blush, I connect my contour with the rest of my face. And I'm also using my blush on some strange areas where people usually do not use blush, like up here and on the side of my nose, but just a little bit. You don't really want to see this. It's just about the slightest layer of color. For my lips today, I want to balance out the very highlighted upper eyelid that I did with a very, very dark but simple lip color. And also this kind of a lip color will match my nails. This is by ColourPop, one of the extra matte liquid lips, and I actually put a drop of oil into this because these were extra matte galore. They were actually too matte and too dry, so I made it a little bit more oily. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the ColourPop liquid lipsticks. As I said, I had to put some oil in it to not have it freaky dry. And also the applicator it's just not perfect. Like there are better options for liquid lipsticks, but this color just seemed really matching to what I had in mind. And you know, I have it here, so why not just use it? But the color is just what I wanted. Like this, as you can see, it perfectly balances out the highlighted top of my eyes. It matches my nails. I just look like an evil queen who owns the company. I think it's time to slap a wig on my head, get my outfit on, and then just run out of the house. So give me a minute, honey. Alright. So this is the completed look with jewelry and a wig and my little outfit on. Oh, hell no, I forgot to put on my highlighter. I purchased this baby here by Pat McGrath. Packaging, again, is a whole new level of fun. You have all your kinky shoes on there. When you open it up, you have 3 shades of highlighters. One is very pale with some pink and blue iridescence. One is very pale also with some golden reflex, and one is a little bit bronzier. I am going into the game with my Real Techniques 300 brush. And I will use the one with golden reflex. And then I'm just placing this on the very top of the game. Oh dang. I'm placing a little tiny bit on the tip of my nose and also on the bridge of my nose, but just like the tiniest thing. I also want to place a little bit of highlight here. Yes. And then go all the way on the other side. Yes, girl, oh god. These are just stunning. They turn out so pretty once you put them on your face. It's absolutely incredible. They just look like liquid metal or something, or just wet skin. Gorgeous. I'm actually wearing a real leather skirt on the bottom, just to let you know that the very conservative top is finished off with a very shiny tight skirt. To be very honest, I am simply in love with how this whole thing turned out. I really think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like this is the way I want my drag to be. Very, very, you know. The whole shadow game finished off with nails and lips. I hope that you are convinced as well. Me and my friend Miramar Kid, we are doing a recap of Queen of Drags every single Friday. So if you like that stuff, then make sure to subscribe and hit the bell, because then you will be notified whenever we post a video. Bye girls, see you in my next video. Bye.